Bada boom.
Hello. And we are back to what is ostensibly a stream. I was going to have more prepared, and then I fell into the rabbit hole of spending at least half an hour that I was meant to be getting the game ready, looking at Plague Doctor masks on eBay and Amazon, and finding out that all the ones that aren't hideously expensive are coming from China, and will take at least a month to get here. Or they cost like £100, and fuck that. The other thing I was doing was I accidentally fell into the pit of playing Deep Rock for about an hour and a half. So I've not got as much prepared as I'd like, but this was intended to be more of a talky episode, so we'll see how it goes. If not, I can improv. We're also joined by Ash, who may be doing a NPC role later on if it's relevant. It will depend on how the player party deal with things. So yeah, I hope everyone's gonna enjoy themselves. If not, then, well, no pleasing some people.
Where's your honk?
Wait, he'll be there.
I may occasionally dab out for, oof. So I've got a live stream open in the background, I should probably close. So France just got nearly 600 new cases and 13 deaths reported.
Oh no.
Hey!
Woohoo!
They're doing worse than Germany again.
We're okay with this. It's the friend.
Yes, you are right, it is the friend.
Au revoir.
Oh.
And on that
So-
note, where's the bum that Chahonk is supposed to be giving a heart attack to?
I don't know what you mean.
Oh.
As two of your party members have mysteriously disappeared because they are not here. Who would have thought of such a thing? So I believe when we left off last time, it was doing the classic, you know, dark and stormy night. I think I have an audio track queued for this that I haven't played.
Right.
I think this is the one. There are some skeletons who have crawled out of the barrows and are kind of lurking nearby. The mysterious figure you saw near the standing stones has wandered off into the Great Barrow to your, you know, right side. That was, I think, where we left it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also going to make terrible noises for a second while I pour out all of my dice. So enjoy this. Also, if you hear me kind of making general grumbling noises, all this extra hand washing you're meant to be doing has ruined the backs of my hands. Like, my knuckles are just cracks at this point.
That's not good.
What are you doing?
Apparently,
using what, sulfuric acid to clean your hands or something?
No, just soap. It's just, I use so much of it because when I'm doing loads of cleaning stuff at work and I need to keep my hands clean. The things I'm cleaning are not clean.
I don't fuck my hands up this badly.
Do you? That's the thing. I'm using all kinds of different chemicals and washing my hands quite often because I'm doing stuff like cleaning down surfaces, then putting sealant on them, and using all kinds of bullshit, and probably stuff you're not meant to mix. You know, the usual.
Considered wearing some rather delightful throwaway gloves or marigolds?
Because
To be fair,
my
Meg,
fingers
not
are
everyone-
too pointy to like wear those gloves without just tearing holes in them.
I forgot your
and
Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, apparently so.
Not everyone has nice feminine hands like you, Meg.
They don't
And
also
such
have my
thick
wonderful
thighs.
thick thighs, yeah.
Yeah, so off to a slightly rougher start than usual, but then again we are picking up from a previously left off point. So we are not joined by Han today as he is unavailable, which means I have, I guess, in theory, toned back what I plan to do. Because, you know, when the party's tank is
It's absent. Yeah.
not so much the party's tank, more the party's nuke is not available. It's cause of concern. So the light is fading. However, you are pretty much exclusively dwarves, therefore this is not really an issue.
Woo.
Nice.
Okay. Spooky, scary skeletons.
Dun, 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 dun.
Can I roll some kind of perception on them to see if they're looking at us or if they're animate?
They
have
appear to be vaguely staring into the middle distance with a pale blue light in their eye sockets.
Is that
They're
sad?
wielding crude weapons.
Should we smash them up or just ignore them?
The
We'll ignore
ones
'em
to
for
Do
your...
they
now,
want
if they-
tea?
I'm going to give the regular cardinal points just in regards to the map so I can explain it, but you are technically facing... The map should be through 90 degrees. I just don't like up-down maps. I prefer left-to-right maps.
Okay.
So, as you are looking north, you can see the standing stones and the kind of weird big stone with like a pool of water in it. So, but your immediate map north, there is a rather armored skeleton. Appears to be in better condition than the others. You've got two sort of scrubby ones with knives and one that appears to be holding some kind of mace.
Can I try animal handling on them?
I mean, you can try.
Oh
Alright.
god, this will go badly.
Let's see how this turns out.
I'm gonna
feel its bones.
Okay, I've got
Pick
this.
one of the weaker ones just in case it, doesn't go so well.
Yeah,
Like
let's
this.
see if he's stronger than Chahunk. Coat rack.
Oh. That's it.
You attempt a handle animal check. They seem completely oblivious to you.
Okay.
Lol.
So they're like robots. Okay, fair enough.
They appear to be making the motions as if to breathe, which is slightly odd and a bit
Do they
unnerving.
want wine?
I mean, you could try.
Gonna give them some wine?
However, the more raggedy of the pair, you're pretty sure you can see through them.
Maybe they still want to drink wine? Like,
Let's make
Don't be
friends with the
discriminating.
skeletons, hell yeah.
Does sound discriminatory, doesn't it?
Okay.
let's all get drunk with skeletons and have knives.
Yeah.
I really forgot that I was meant to have rewritten the description for the video based on the events of the last episode by watching the end of the last episode to check things. So it currently stands as taking off from last time. The party found some kind of weird wizard dude who has some skeletons or something.
I mean, that's more or less happened last
Yeah.
taking off from.
Seems about right.
It worked. It's a bit shit.
Well, we made bugger all progress last time, to be honest.
Yeah, we wandered down the road.
Lots of
and then-
potential was had, if that's,
True.
any consolation. There was the potential to get lots of stuff done. So, Penny, do you wish to try and wine and dine these skeletons?
Yes. How do I do that?
Do you have any kind of skins, or do you have, like, cups and stuff?
I guess we could, if we have cups, maybe we could give them that. But probably somebody with higher charisma than me should try and give them wine.
That might be difficult.
No one has charisma in this party, but that's fine.
Mine's like,
Wait, what's everyone's
mine's
charisma?
mine's 8 but -1 on the mod.
I got 6, but -2.
Mine's 9 -1, yeah, on the mod, so... Yeah, we're all negative
Okay,
charisma gang.
Can I then use intelligence to persuade them to drink wine?
What are you gonna do? Bamboozle them?
Use facts and logic to
Rattle
tell
their
them that
bones.
drinking
You've got
wine.
logic. Come on, use the ground like a good bully.
Penny's gonna sell them on the medical benefits
Yeah.
of wine.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell them some snake oil.
Nah, super male vitality.
Is that oil for snakes? To make them, like,
No,
go
it's
faster?
all made from
What's to
snakes.
stop them squeaking? Oh.
Yeah.
Snake oil is also a very, very annoying distortion pedal, but sure. That's my squeak.
Well, okay, I think my attempts are done. Other people do something.
I'm okay with them for now, but if they start anything, we can just attack
If they're
them.
not attacking us, we can just carry on, can't we?
Yeah. Because they're just sitting there,
Yeah.
like, if they start being threatening, then yeah, we can fucking
Smack
fuck
him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you should
them
shoot an arrow into their kneecaps.
up. An arrow to the knee.
But they're skeletons. That's not going to do shit.
Yeah, but still have kneecaps. You can still shoot them.
Do you want to do an observation or spot check of some flavour
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
to discern what you can tell of these
Spooky boys.
entities?
Please roll 1, please.
I mean, close enough. Like, Jesus, it's a 4. They just look like spooky ones, I guess.
You kind of notice that there's bits of them that appear to be missing. Also, hello, Ed.
Maybe we should find those bits.
Yeah, well,
They don't
Oh,
appear
man.
Return them.
phased by the lack of them.
well,
Notice that one of them missing
I know what
its
she's thinking.
shin bone, but it is standing quite happily, and the foot is still in place.
I know what Penny's thinking. She's thinking like the lion with the thorn in its paw. If you put the thing, if you remove something or put the bone back, they'll be like your bestest buddy.
I don't want to fight things.
well,
We know.
Skog, past the water pool, is there like, did you say a crypt thing? Or something
There
like
is
that?
a large barrow.
Yeah, so maybe the bits for the
A
skelly
big
boys.
earthen mound with a fairly ornate doorway, from what you can tell.
If we want to appease the skellies, we could find their missing pieces in there or something to substitute missing bits, maybe. But
You
as a
can try if you wish.
Little side objective while we're down there.
Yeah.
Alright, first of all,
It's alright.
if everyone's...
It's my alarm clock to make sure that I have done the relevant things. And I did them earlier, so fuck them.
If you folks are cool, I'm going to look at the water pool before we carry on into this Barrow thing.
Stay hydrated, kids.
Yes.
Can't just drink hand sanitizer.
No, unfortunately.
Sorry, I was. Yes. Om nom 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 nom.
Uh,
Here.
Can I roll a spot check on the water to see what gives?
The water seems to be about half an inch deep. Although,
it?
when you look at it from any angle other than from straight down, it seems much deeper.
So it's like a bird bath.
If it's only
okay.
half an inch deep, why do I see Rex's corpse in there?
Oh, no.
I see Chahunk got busy.
Oof. I'm gonna do something potentially very dangerous.
Understandable.
I'm gonna
Go
dip my
drink it on.
pinky in the water and put a bit on my lips and see what it tastes
He's gonna pee in it.
like.
Your finger goes a lot deeper than you would expect into the water. Where it looks like it should have hit the bottom, it keeps going, and the water is strangely warm despite the cold rain.
Oh no.
Sorry, I peed in it. I'm sorry. I did
Somebody
pee
peed
in
in it.
So,
That was me. I'm sorry. I don't want to pee in my bucket. Okay.
So you can't help but notice that even with your dwarvish vision, the light is fading.
Is there a light inside of the well? Can
Not
I
that you
spot
can
check?
see. You can see the moon reflected in it
bro,
when it
Oh,
is not
that's-
behind the clouds.
I wouldn't be
Are
able
we
to
being
see.
forced into the portal?
No.
Why
It's
is
just
the
the light
darkness
is
coming
fading.
closer?
Because
Oh no, I can feel a ritual coming. Oh no. Oh no.
Plus,
What are you running to? You're not about to be sacrificed. Yeah, another go to virgins, but come on.
I think he already did the ritual as well, so... Right.
I'm just gonna put Shahunk in the well. This is fine.
Whoa!
Wow.
I mean, it is a
You have to roll
bird
a
bath,
save now.
but... You know.
you can do that if you want to.
Hmm.
Can we have the corpse, please? We've done that in there instead.
There is no corpse.
Yeah, 'cause we gave them to the guy, remember? We're like, yeah, you can clean up the corpses.
You, as the darkness closes in, it becomes almost complete. apart from the stones, which glow with an ominous light.
I
There's
guess
a faint torchlight coming from within the barrow.
Sada needs light
He's
torch,
about
that's
to
useful.
sacrifice.
You can
Will
also see a
somebody
faint
grab the
glow at where the
torch?
skeletons are.
Can we just
Why do
yeet like one of the smaller people on top of the pillar to take the glow from it?
They're not like glow sticks. You can't just shake her up and then snap her in half.
Well, we'll only know this for sure when we've yeeted one of us on there.
Can Chahong sit on one of the pillars things?
Yeah, take the light up his bum.
No! We're not gonna shove a glow stick up him. Please.
Oh.
But
I mean,
But,
these
hear me
are
out here.
standing stones that are like 2 or 3 feet thick and about 10 feet high as well.
hear me out here. It would look absolutely fucking good. Okay. Imagine him waddling with that up his ass.
Bruh.
Wait, could he go onto one of the pillars?
You could flap up to him, yeah. It's very
There
windy
you
though,
go,
it might be
Jahan.
difficult.
That's it.
Oh
Take it up your bum.
No.
Up the chuff. Okay, are we going in the portal thing then?
I don't see what else we can do here. I think we should just go,
Alright,
go
cool.
through.
Let's go then.
Let's just go. I
Go.
suppose.
Step through.
Get Chunk off Stu. He's got that fucking glow stick up his ass.
Oh,
I guess Stu just has to join in.
oh, bro. Oh.
Isn't he up his bum?
The
Next step. We need to go there.
the dwarves especially can see this is an unnatural darkness, and Stu, it doesn't take a skilled magic user to tell you that this is magical darkness. Also, there is a pathway there. I just
Alright.
covered it over.
Thanks.
It's so I can hide it when you're looking. If you looked around the outside, so that I didn't have to have like a big green panel to just cover this over with.
Huh.
Screen.
I accidentally dragged my icon in twice.
That's fine.
How do I remove the one that I don't want to use anymore?
You should just click on it and delete it, or I can.
Oh yeah, cool. Here we go. Meow. Upside down.
There appear to be some torches flickering on the pillars. They have an odd aura to them, in that you can clearly see the torches. However, you can only see the torches.
Can we grab the torches but probably not fall to our deaths while getting them? Is there
You can also see
probability?
about 5 feet around you. If
Can't
I had
chunk
the
that far.
paid-for version of this app, I could, have it so that you could actually only see that far, not having to keep moving the darkness. But never mind.
Can't Chahonk fly? Can we not just have him fly up to one of them and take it for us?
I mean, you could. It would be difficult.
Sure.
It is a goose.
Honk.
Very cool.
He's about to die.
Um,
I'm okay with
I guess we're just gonna put him here. Take a torch. I guess.
Alright. Chahonk now has the torch.
Up his back.
And just find the other pillar, because I didn't bring enough spares.
Wait, how
If you
many
can take the torch
torches are
is not
inside
its
here?
own entity. It's
Okay. Yeah.
I had to get it.
Okay, I guess Chahonk has a torch now.
Up his bum.
So your eyes are not acclimatizing to the light here. It is strange. It is very unnatural darkness, but it does not seem magical exactly. It just seems as if all the light is being drained from the room. Like someone pulled a plug out and it just went.
Oof.
So like
hello,
a
Miss
black,
Murder.
hole thing, maybe. Besides the whole sucking up everything in its way.
The big suck.
Big suck.
Is that your boy over there on the right?
There is indeed a
Wait,
lad
charming
at the
man
other
too?
end of the room. Nah, there's no feet here to my knowledge.
I guess we have to slowly creep forward into the darkness, even though I can't actually see technically.
I like that Penny's barely moved.
You can see as well as the dwarves can in this light.
That's cool, then. That's convenient.
I'll just send Chahong a bit forward.
Yeah, the canary.
Again, because I don't have the advanced pack, I have to crawl the lighting. I'll probably leave it lit up behind you because I'm lazy.
Okay,
That's
seems
fair
fair.
The torch you have is casting no light other than that you can see the torch.
Chahong, you're
Interesting.
useless.
Yeah. Stick up his bum now then. See if we can light him up
No,
instead. I need food. Go cook him nice.
no.
Aggravated honking.
Oh.
I want to kill the murderer of Coat Rack. What?
What?
What? We know it's Chahong.
Oh, sorry. Why is he in the dark? Is that a book or a light switch that I can tell that is
There's
ominously glowing?
some kind of altar that is glowing with a strange light.
We're in his masturbatorium, aren't we?
Alright, well, we'll soon
We
see.
leave now.
I'm just gonna hide, to be honest.
Alright. Okay. Well, you
Alright,
can
bitch,
sneak
let's
attack
go.
him if it goes nasty, so...
How can we sneak?
Shit.
We can't see what's in front of us.
Hmm.
Can we not just like? Can we just toe punt him and be like, "I'm going to curb stomp you now"? Except for Penny, who's run off.
Okay, I guess.
What's up, homie? How you doing?
Oh,
Totally not ominous.
Ooh, I like those weapons though.
yeah. They're pretty cool.
I felt my dwarf was wearing too many clothes for this. Those hammers are making him very hard.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh no.
The figure
Close your eyes,
is reading from a book upon a lectern before the doors. He appears to be chanting very quietly to himself. He does
Speak
not
up,
appear to have
cunt.
noticed your arrival.
Can I
Where's
make
Chahong?
a listen check? Because that is a skill, I think.
Yeah.
Also, don't tell him that I said that.
Hey, spellcaster, Penny called you a bitch.
You can't make
I
out.
called him a
You can make out the syllables, but you don't know have
Something
any
did.
idea what they mean. Appears to
Can
be
we
some
just
kind
repeat
of
them?
repeating pattern, though.
Can we
Kill the
repeat
witch.
them?
You
Would that be a good
probably
idea?
could mimic them, yes. However, they are
Is there...
difficult to pronounce. And what you know of magic, it's generally
What
a
do you
bad
need for
idea to...
pronouncing?
I'll be honest, based on the fact that she can't say iron properly, pronunciation isn't her strong suit.
Leave me be! I just
Say
can't
it.
say ferocious metal right, okay?
I mean, Ferris. Like a Ferris wheel.
Ferocious metal. That's a type of power metal.
That's like a Volta sword, then, isn't it,
Aggressive
really?
drums.
I'm just gonna go cry. Goodbye.
Oh.
Ferocious. Oh, I'm keeping that
Well,
quote.
After a
No.
little while of chanting, unless you wish to interrupt him.
No.
I don't really have a reason to attack him exactly, so...
I'm just gonna wait until he's done.
Yeah, can I make another listen checks, or some other
Yeah,
check
you
to
can do
find
this.
out what he is actually doing? Okay. Can't believe listen is a skill in this system.
Yeah. It's got quite a few extra ones, but they can be more useful than just the standard perception that you can get in things. From what you can tell, he appears to be slowing down. You're not too sure what he's saying still. Although, however, with a sharp snap of the book he's reading closing upon the lectern, he turns to you.
No!
Yep, it's a can.
He opens a can of beer. so intimidating.
His boomer juice.
Nuka? I didn't know you were in this
Yes.
game.
Can I help you?
Would you like some tea?
No, no.
Penny calls
Okay.
you a cunt.
No.
You did.
He appears to be holding a strange metal cylinder with a blue band around the middle.
What's that cylinder you got?
He appears to be drinking from it.
That's
Oh, yum.
pretty snazzy.
Is it horse semen?
Is it a boomer juice?
Boomer juice. It's brain force.
You can't tell. The label is covered by his hands, possibly for copyright purposes.
Wait, has a label.
Might be Red Bull. It must be Red Bull then.
Oh no.
Oh, genius.
You fellas gonna do anything, or you know?
Got some vodka with that? Or Jaeger?
Oh yeah, light. You guys like that, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we tend to.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's pretty snazzy.
That's-
That's cool.
I really like the interior.
Yeah, this is
Very
pretty.
fancy.
Thanks, it's my grandfather's. So,
How old? How old is this place? It's very
a
ancient.
few hundred years.
Oh, nice.
Why'd you fuck with us outside to then come in here?
There's things you have to do under starlight, things you have to do under moonlight, you know.
Was it because of coat rack?
Also,
We can deal
Chahang
with
is gonna bring back the torch. Because I don't want to
Okay.
steal things. Thanks.
I'm just gonna be lame because you said there's things you gotta do by moonlight, things you gotta do by daylight. Is it winning love? Sorry, it's a Sailor
I
Moon
don't.
reference.
I'm
You pretty
sure
much
it's-
sang part of the Sailor Moon song. Sorry.
Nerd. All of you.
No, you.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Now, I can't help but
Rude.
notice, you guys have, you know, weapons, armor, pets.
Chahang is nice. Wouldn't hurt anyone. Honk.
I mean, yeah. So why are you here?
that's a good question.
I actually don't know. I have amnesia. I
well,
don't remember what
can-
happened last time.
Can
I
we
just want to
not
open a
just,
box,
you know,
okay?
can a guy not like do a ritual outside under a full moon outside of his grandfather's tomb? Is that not
No,
okay
you
with you
can,
guys?
can.
Yeah,
We
I
just
think you
want-
can. Yeah, you certainly
You
can.
you
sure.
can.
What's the purpose of the ritual?
Oh, yeah, they should be along any minute now. Give me just a second. I'm gonna
Oh
check
no.
going on there. Something is. There they come, with a kind of shuffling noise. The bodies in the sarcophagi, which have already had the lids taken off, rise out and lurk away from the torches.
Ooh. Was that also your grandpa's plan with this interior? To have live action movement?
Not really. It's his.
Aw.
He had 8 of his chosen warriors who, when they died, were interred with him, so they could be with him in the afterlife.
Oh,
Yeah, it seems like a pretty good
Oh,
deal, but
that's very
he
sweet.
hadn't anticipated necromancers.
Yeah, those
Oh,
can
yeah.
sometimes be a bit
Sorry,
mean.
forgot to introduce myself. I am Lord Vandranumbri.
Who?
I'm not, I don't
Lord
know.
Vandranumbri. Okay.
My
Glad
you
to
are
meet you.
technically trespassing upon my lands, but I will overlook
Oh.
this for now, as
Question.
it's terrible weather. You know, it's dark. I can understand.
Question.
I'm not gonna judge. You know.
You brought back the warriors. What about the grandfather?
That's rude.
See, that's kind of a difficult point here. So he's probably technically not dead. We're not
Oh.
sure. We're pretty sure he's downstairs. He might have gone.
Should we
It's
look for
embarrassing,
him?
really. Dad was livid when he found out.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah, as was the kingdom just to the south. But never mind. Old news. Water under the bridge. Bodies over the windmill.
What?
So,
Okay.
are you guys adventurers? You kind of have look adventurers about you.
I mean, as of right now, we are merely couriers at the moment, but yeah, we could take on
Excuse
some
me.
jobs.
Bless you.
So you're not adventurers. Ah, great. So it's adventurers normally come to try and kill necromancers and their skeletal hordes. You know, it gets so tiresome.
Yeah,
You
it
know how
could
long it
imagine.
takes to like get fabric to make these cloaks, and it doesn't look good if they've got all sword like cuts through them.
Yeah, and the ferry it must be very expensive because like all the colors and everything too. Very impressive.
Not my
job.
first choice. Not my first choice to have a green cloak.
Yeah.
But someone decided to slash up all my good black robes.
Ah,
those?
those must be cunts.
Yeah.
Crossbows are the worst. They just punch holes straight through. You got like,
Yeah,
what are you
they're,
gonna do,
like,
just
not
darn
easy
them
to
up,
fix.
put patches on? That's stupid.
Yeah.
Meant to be a
I
lord,
would say
not a
black
fucking
would suit you
pincushion.
way better. I think black would suit you way better. If you want, we could get you some black cloth from a town next over.
I think I'll be okay for now. I'm sure when I return to my castle, I can recover something. But you know, out and about as you are, it's
So,
Just a quick question, because
Yeah.
it's quite important. Can we stop talking to this green Nimrod so we can open that bloody brown box by now?
oh, a
Huh?
box.
We've had that
What kind of
for
box?
ages.
What kind of box? What's in the box? What's in the box?
Oh, damn it!
Ooh, is it this one? This nice like oaken box.
Wait, what?
This is very nice. He kind of takes it from your sort of unexpected hands and just
I
examines
blame
the
you.
lock and everything. So, ooh, the seal of the Mages Guild.
Wait,
Oh, have
didn't
you
you-
met those dickheads? Have you've stolen this, right? I really hope you've stolen this.
Of course you did. That's what we do.
Oh, cool. Who'd you steal it from?
Ah, I think you have to ask one of the guys. I wasn't around. I was like looking
it's not-
for
I don't know.
food for
I-
my
I-
hong.
It's
I'll-
some dickhead in the village that didn't like us when we said we were going north.
Oh, those villagers. By villagers, kind of a big town, but yeah. So you don't know who you got this from? Oh, that's cool. You opened it. Oh, of course
Not
you not
yet.
opened it. The seal's intact. Should we open this up?
Yes, please.
He goes over to the nearest torch and just sort of holds the lock over it, and the wax just drips out, rather ominously onto the floor, with a surprisingly heavy drop.
Drip.
Drop.
Oh.
The echoes a lot more than you feel it should, and kind of looks like blood. However, he then puts the book aside, puts the chest down on the lectern, and if it'll let me fucking do it, which it won't, will it? So apparently the chest is not an artifact that I can just pick up. Excuse me.
Well,
Jesus.
that's-
Why am I
Jeez.
doing this so much? You'd think I had some kind of like hernia or something in the past that means that happens sometimes. It's embarrassing. Okay, I can't center on the lectern because the lectern's the wrong width because the
Yeah, it's the.
Fuck.
Yeah,
red
we got
scale,
it.
It's
but
all
yeah.
good. It's all good.
I can't. Can I make
It's
it so
fine,
it doesn't
it's
snap?
Just throw
I'll
it
just
on
make
the
it
floor.
really wide. It'll be fine. There we go.
That's,
It's a big
there
boy.
you go.
That's thick
See,
side
problem
box.
solved. Problem solved. So, with the lock taken off, as all the seal has dripped out, he goes, mind if I open this?
Sure thing.
Well-
Go ahead.
First of all,
Ah, thank you. Oh, yes.
apologies, my lord, but would you be able to compensate us for our time, shall we say? Because this box did have
And our stolen goods.
another purpose. Yes.
I mean, you said you stole this, guys. You know, I'm just
Yeah.
helping you open it up because I'm curious. And to be honest, you know, I could probably just
We
take
wanted
it
to
from
sell it
them,
on the
but
black market, kinda,
Hmm.
as like
I
a
just-
fun mystery box. We don't know what is
Yeah.
inside.
On eBay, one of those mystery geeky loot
The
crates.
Silk Road.
I'm sure we can. I'm
dark
sure
web
we can
box.
reseal it. It'll be fine.
Wait, we're gonna sell it
Okay,
on one
then.
of those, the Silk Road.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd say if you want to open it up, I just thought I'd put it up on the lectern so it's a nice view for everybody. If you wanna gather around.
Ah,
Alright then.
sure.
yeah.
He puts his weird like metal tin down on the step of the podium.
Hmm.
Sweet. Now what? Can I have one of his hammers? I want one of his hammers.
This is when again I regret not having planned better in terms of asset location. Fug, shid. Combination of shid and fug. Where did I save it? It is. Excuse me. If that could stop soon, that would be great. So, you just get the artifact in the relevant orientation, because at the moment it's not. Inside the chest is a off-center, quite large hammer that looks. Although I forgot to make a high fucking res version because I'm a fucking idiot. I did a high res version for the other one I did, I think, but I then forgot to upload it apparently. Well done, me. Planning excellent as usual. A hammer that looks oddly similar to that of the ones that are painted onto the stones by the door.
Mm-hmm.
It's meant to look like that. I just, you know,
Yeah, I like them.
it's like 8 pixels across rather than.
Just been put like the weapons on the wall, yeah?
It just
Yeah, it looks
shrunk. We have to
very
throw it into
oddly-
water, and it just grows.
Do we need to do some kind of perception check to see if it's magical or anything?
It is technically a one-handed warhammer in its proportions.
Ooh.
Hello, Karma.
Hey, Karma. Dibs.
Hello.
So, would any of you like to examine or appraise in some fashion this hammer that lies in the box upon a velvet-like
What would you
wrapping?
need to do that? Like, what's your stat? What's the stat you need to look at?
Any of the skills you feel be relevant.
Because
Use stone cutting. if you
Handle
want.
animal.
do not.
But what if it works? Huh?
Just
I mean, I guess I'll roll a
take your thick
praise.
thighs and get to the back.
Oh, okay.
Give it a go. Oh, hell yeah.
Hey. Hang on, what did you roll for that?
Praise
The
is.
appraise.
I don't know what
It's
that is.
based on int intelligence.
Also, hello, Cross. It appears from your rough estimates that this is a silver or possibly just silvered hammer. It's an unusual choice in a blunt instrument to use a soft metal.
Huh. It's rather pretty.
It is.
I think a Magon
want
should
it.
have it.
I want
And you also can't help but notice that it appears to be pulling the light out of the room.
Oh, wait,
the
that's
longer
the
the
black
box is open, the darker it gets. You
Oh.
can feel a sort of uneasy presence in the air as the darkness continues to just slowly be drawn into the box.
Should we stick it up Chong's back bottom then? Because then the light can't go anywhere.
No. Stop.
But then we can do
Stop
something
trying
clever.
to put
No,
things into his
no, the thing is-
ass.
He's got a glow stick in one
Why are
end.
you
he
so
has a black
obsessed
hole in the
about
other.
his
He'll basically
ass?
just put the light together. Be perfect.
Why are you so obsessed about his ass? Jeez.
Gets
Leave him
useful.
alone.
He's already done one bad thing today, okay? I'm trying to make him do something good.
That's not shoving things up his ass.
He killed Coat Rack. He has to make up for that. He gets to be fucking spit roasted by a glow stick and a hammer.
Oh no.
What a time to be alive.
Isn't this a great party, Skog?
Party, party,
But hell,
party. Gonna have a party.
Can we, like, close the box again to stop the light being the big suck?
You want to put the hammer back in the box, yeah? Okay.
Just close it for a second. We don't have to like seal it up again.
Yeah.
That's the point. We can use it in combat
As
when we need to.
got the box, The light starts slowly to return to the room.
That's something.
Yay.
Over
Jahank's
here.
bottom is safe now.
The man in the green robe goes, "That doesn't normally happen. Mind if I have a look?"
It appears to be made of silver, so that might be the cause of that. Not sure
By
why.
all means, have a look.
Oh, okay. He pops the lid open, reaches into the box, grasps it by the handle, draws it aloft, and gives it a few, swings through the air and goes, this is rather finely made. I'll, kind of feel like there's something to this. I can't quite put my finger on it. I don't know.
Maybe it's made out of boomer juice. Like aluminium cylinders. I don't know. Wait, no, it's silver, not aluminium. Ignore me, please.
She doesn't understand ferocious metals.
Wait a minute, was this the guy we were... Was this the guy we were supposed to deliver the box to? I just thought. Did we get a name?
You did not get a name, but you were told to deliver it to a college.
Okay, this is not a college.
Probably not.
Oh, whatever, the job's gone at this point.
He puts it back in the box and shuts the lid. And a little while, the light slowly returns to the room.
Cool.
Woo.
Hell yeah.
So, what would you like for that hammer?
Oh.
I'm gonna roll.
What do you offer?
What have you got?
Well, what would you like? I mean,
Could we have those
I
8
have.
skeleton warriors?
that's kind of not how they skeleton warriors work.
Okay. It was a try.
I
It was
could
worth
teach
it.
you the powers of necromancy.
Oh?
It's
Oh.
quite easy, really.
Oh, let Jahank learn necromancy. That'll be good.
No, he's better off being useless as a glow stick.
That would be very terrifying if a goose could
How about-
do necromancy.
To be fair, there's one thing we do actually kind of need. That's for you to have a better weapon than your pointy little, letter opener.
And if I could do necromancy, then I could
Yeah.
Just-
that would be handy.
teach all the dead rats to dance, I guess.
They're on my belt. I don't really think I'm okay with this.
We'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Stop trying to abuse my rats.
Stop trying to shove things up my geese's ass.
I will
Gooses,
shove everything up your goose's bottom.
Please
Right.
don't.
So, how many of you would like to learn? Because if I'm going to tell one of you, you can all listen. However, it may require a bit more time. All want the practical demonstration.
No, I don't care. I'm going. Do that. I don't care about necromancy. You guys learn it.
So, now, obviously, the first thing of necromancy is you don't necessarily have to use it to raise the dead. It has many other powers. It is, think of it as a balance beam. You can hold the middle, where you are merely the conduit, and everything passes through from one side to the other. You are the center, the fulcrum, if you will.
Tell us more. Please?
I shall, for those who wish to listen.
I am wondering in a metagamey way how this is going to work, but I'll play along from now, I guess. Because I think
Well-
all our classes learn magic at certain levels, so I don't know if that'll clash
Yes,
or replace
and
it.
this is the thing that I'm getting to.
Okay, cool.
So, and he picks up the the metal can from the base of the podium, leans on it, and occasionally swigs from it with one hand.
Oh yeah.
And it's not just an excuse because I bought lime cola. The easiest things to put life into are those that are already alive, because you merely reshuffle them. You can take life from one source to another. Now, the most safest, I suppose, way of doing this is to practice with condemned criminals, because if you can't really mess up, because if you mess up, well, they live, and if you don't mess up, then they die like they meant to.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I gather the people to the south use some kind of tree as their, thing. So this whole like hippie druid nature-loving bullshit, complete waste of time. Complete waste of time. So what they'll do is they'll channel the life from one entity into another, and what they don't want you to know is some of the older ones, they don't really channel it into anything else. They just channel it into themselves. Just a bit at a time, a year here and there, while they're doing it. Keeps them young, keeps them going. Because all these high and mighty, we've got to do the right thing. We can't abuse the magical powers.
Well, why do we have magical powers then if we aren't allowed to abuse them?
Well, that's precisely what they think. They're just too high and mighty to admit it. So that, some of those lads at the colleges, they're like 200-300 years old. They've just been old men for a lot of that time, and people forget. Because most of you mere mortals don't really think about it, do you? Oh, there's that old man you've known since you were a kid. He's still an old man, though, isn't he? He doesn't really seem to age that much. Some of them have got nice, shiny rings. They shouldn't have those shiny rings, not by their own teachings. But don't worry, I can explain all of it to you.
Do you have shiny rings yourself, then?
He briefly flashes his hands out from his sleeves, and there's the
Just
glitter of
10,000
several
rings
on his fingers.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah,
Do you craft them yourself? Or do you have to go to
it's
a
very
smith?
important to craft them yourself.
Ah.
But we can get to that later. You don't need to know that yet. So, the easiest thing to do is to practice pulling the life out of an alive thing and putting it into another alive thing. And that works best with trees, especially if you're a learner. Because, an extra human life to a tree, basically meaningless. You might as well throw another grain of sand into the desert, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Right. So again, it's all about the balance. Because if you mess it up, what happens, do you reckon, if you take, let's say someone about, human about your ages, say someone who's about 19, right? And they were meant to live till they were 60. That's 40 years of life you're taking away from them. If you're, say, 30, and you mess it up, and instead of that life just passing through you because you were merely a conduit, it goes into you. And you suddenly lose 40 years of your life, except you gain 40 years of your life. The human body's not meant to do that, and it generally results in explosions of you. So that can go wrong. With a little practice, don't generally have that happen. But it's safest to have a tree around. Nice big chunky things. Of course, there are other ways. If you've got the knowledge of it, you can just channel things into rings or, items, things, rocks even, trees, buildings. Things that don't really understand it are the safest because they're not likely to do anything untoward. Likely. So, I think you were killing some goblins outside earlier. Do you wanna practice on one of them?
I mean, I don't know if there's any left at the minute, but we can have a
We
look.
turn them to dust and use put their heads on spikes.
I'll leave it up to the guys.
We can Learn some science
I
stuff,
just remember there was
sure.
fuck all left of them.
Ah, you killed them all. They'll never. I guess it'll just be a no practical demonstration lecture, I suppose. Never mind. Right, so what you want to do then for the next step is put a bit of your own life into something else. Then that's the other option. How about Ooh, that's a rather fine silver dagger on your belt. Tell you what, hold it down in your hand.
Okay.
By the handle, you know, nothing dramatic. And
Okay.
just try and will a little bit into the dagger. You might manage it, you might not. It's not the end of the world, and I mean, if it goes wrong, then well, you probably won't know about it. So, I'm gonna advise you guys stand back.
Oh god. I mean, here goes nothing.
I'm not too sure what we'll gain from channeling a bit of your own life energy into a weapon, but
I mean, maybe later on it'll be useful.
okay.
I mean, who needs life anyway? So I'm gonna try it.
So, could you roll me a concentration check, please, Penny?
Oh, this is the which one exactly? Oh god.
Concentration.
Concentration, I believe that is intelligence or wisdom
It's
based?
con, apparently.
Con.
Or am I looking at the wrong one? No,
Or I
that...
could just use wisdom.
Let's see what's on the character sheet.
It looks like it's con, which is weird.
Okay, in this context, I'm pretty sure it is a will save, but I will check. Concentration is its own skill. It is constitution based?
Yep.
That seems like bullshit. Make me a will save, Penny.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
See if
hell
I blow
yeah.
up. Hope I do.
You succeed dramatically in this. And, the knife feels briefly warm in your grip, and you feel a little older, a little wiser as it even, potentially. And you have a strange metallic taste in your mouth. You're not quite
Yeah.
sure what you've done or how you've done it. You have the suspicion it's at work. It's like, you done? Cool. Would you
think
mind
so.
passing me that dagger? Just handle first, if you don't mind.
How so?
I just want to look at it. I can gauge the success rate, sort of thing.
Promise no weird tricks?
No. If I was going to
Just being
do weird
worried.
tricks, I could do them a long time ago. I wouldn't bother asking if I was going to be like that. That's just rude and uncivilized.
I'm gonna
Okay.
pass dagger, I
Okay.
guess.
He takes the dagger, weighs it in his hand for it, and goes, Well, that's rather impressive for a first time. And he kind of goes glassy-eyed from while staring at it, and then hands it back. Try now.
I think I'm good.
Feels warm to your touch, and almost as though the blade seems lighter, more nimble. You can see a faint shimmer along the edge of the blade.
Could I just check what happened to the knife? Or could Stu maybe check?
What would you like to do in terms of a skill check?
I guess I can appraise the knife. Let's see. No. I'm like,
It looks
oh, it
like
just
a
looks the
knife.
same.
Hmm.
Alright, you there at the back. You bear a holy symbol. Is he gone? Fall asleep?
Where
I
is
think
Renee
he's
gone?
sleeping. I'm gonna. Oh, I
Sorry,
could have
come
sent
again.
Shahang.
Yeah. What do you want? Huh? Yeah. Yeah.
Bear a holy symbol. May I examine it?
Sure. What do you want it for?
Ah, I admire the craftsmanship. You don't get many outside things here. Dribbles the hobo, I see. Fuck. You do not see many of his things around these days. They're not from these parts. But the principle is the same. It's a nice chunky medallion. So, why is my accent gone all like this?
Yeah,
It's that knife, it does this occasionally. You'll find when you attune to items, it can sometimes bring memories of previous owners. They can get a bit personal sometimes. Don't worry about it. The screaming generally stops.
right.
Anyway, might I have your holy medallion for a second? I will see if I can attune it to the local environs.
My apologies. Were you talking to me?
Yes.
I'm so sorry. Say again, please.
He's
Your
he's still a
medallion.
bit dizzy.
Might I borrow your medallion for a second to examine the craftsmanship?
I thought you'd already done that.
Closer, you know. Just,
Okay, well, by all means. I'm sure if you fuck with it, we'll send Chahonk on you.
Sure.
He
already
takes
killed
the
one person,
medallion and pulls his sleeve down, rests on his palm, at which point 4 of the rings on his fingers glow gently for a second.
Ooh.
And he hands it back to you. Be sparing with this, and use the same principles I told you. You should manage, if you're careful, to recharge it every now and again. Just don't get too greedy and remember that you are the fulcrum, you are not the well.
Oh.
As a well may fill up with water, a fulcrum does not. The fulcrum is merely the bucket that moves the water. Be the bucket, do not be the well. Unless you wish to face the
Well.
consequences. But don't worry. If you would like to test this, I'm sure your friend there looks a little worse for wear. The man in the green robe seems to have a bit more of a croak to his voice than you remember earlier. Your friend is injured. Try and
Sure.
lay on hands as you would in your own lands and
God.
see how it works. Just remember to hold the medallion as you do so.
Okay. Did anyone take notes then?
Do you wish to do this?
Yes, let's do that.
Stu, you recover 8 hit
Oh,
points.
hell yeah. I feel much
Woo!
better.
You're welcome.
There we go.
This has worked rather nicely. Well, that is the basics of the training. I'm sure you will pick up more as you go. Just be careful of who you discuss your powers with. Some people are not very understanding, shall we say, as the same powers that I have taught you to heal with may also be used to harm or even kill. Bring them back from the dead again, kill them again if such is your wish. I will not judge you, if you have not judged me. But you may be on your way, or you may rest here beneath this wooden earthen hall until the morning comes. The choice is yours.
Might I ask something again?
Of course.
With my dagger now, is there anything special about it now then? Or does it
Until
still
such a time
hold
as
my...
you require its powers, it should add a bit of a kick to any beings you might harm with it, and I've given it a little bit of my my powers, as it were, so it may be a useful little. What's the word?
Tool.
It's a word. What is it? Maybe a little vampiric.
Cool.
But
Nice.
don't worry.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
Do you have any snake oil?
No.
You let me down.
That's
Fortunate.
now. If that is all, I will leave you here. My father awaits me. Sorry,
Have fun.
grandfather. Mustn't confuse those two. Won't
Where's
be
your
ever so
father?
angry with me. He gestures the large doors, picks up the chest, opens the right door, steps through the door, closes it behind you, and you hear the thud of a bolt of a bar falling home.
I swear to God, if we have to roll initiative now, I'm gonna scream.
Funny you should say that, Penny.
Da, da, da,
La
da.
la 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 la. Fucking mouth. I'm asleep. What are we rolling?
Hello, Joe. Hello, Socky.
Shahonk
Wow,
initiative.
John.
I'm sorry, Ash, your NPC character does not have the opportunity to come up, as the players have chosen the path of, I want to say wisdom.
No
I'm
worries.
going to go with wisdom for now.
I'm just
Which
here
one
for
am I
random
rolling?
commentary
We're
then.
rolling initiative, yeah?
Yes.
Bruh.
My initiative trash.
I love how Chahong has the highest
It's
initiative.
not that bad.
Right. Look what you've done, Tenpenny.
Wait, did the guy leave his beverage behind?
He left an empty can, which
Can we
appears
just-
to have. You can examine it
Wings?
beforehand, because this is
There are
just
wings
a.
on it?
No, however, the
you
script.
examine it.
The script, from what you can see of it, appears to proclaim that it is Crimson Steer.
Oh no.
It has the tin is strangely light. Normally metal vessels and whatever are quite heavy. You know, like the goblets and such. Has a strange kind of fruity smell to it. Doesn't really smell normal. And it's
Must be
about this
Chahong.
time as you're examining this that you can hear a kind of clickety noise behind you.
Kinda
Clickety
monster.
clack, the skeletons are back.
Go on, Penny, go fight them.
Spooky,
No.
scary
You're the necromancer.
skeletons and shivers
I'm not-
down your spine.
Fine.
You got this.
Can
fam,
I
you got
use?
There's
I don't
more
know.
lyrics to this, but I can't remember them right now.
Dun, dun.
Shahonk.
Oh God, Chahong, what can you do, my
They
boy?
can do a war cry against the
Oh,
scary
yeah.
boys.
Let's. Maybe he can startle them,
Yes.
and they'll rattle their bones.
Yes, with sonic damage.
Okay, wait. Does he have like such a skill?
I don't think so, but it'd be funny.
Or could he just like attack them, just fly past them? Because
Yeah.
his dexterity is quite high. Maybe that
Yeah,
will rattle their bones.
flying creatures can, you know, flap around the heads of things. But,
Just this big fat goose just dabbing on a skeleton from above.
dab on the pieces.
Just honking all the while.
Okay. What can shit.
Just pick the nearest
I-
target and have him Chahonk over.
Chahonk is gonna fly over and just not stop, just fly into something. I suppose into
Have
this thing.
Yeah, just
this
have him
skeleton.
dab on that one.
And just fly into that dude. Can I do that? Just like without stopping.
Just smash into him.
I mean,
What should I
traditionally you do
use?
stop to do the attack, or at least pause on your
Would
way
that-
past.
What would I have to roll for that?
I think he was
Does your
status,
bird
yeah.
have attack profiles of its own?
Hmm?
Do you have attack profiles for Chahonk? So it generally has unarmed, like claws and teeth, beaks, whatever you want to call them.
Let me see.
I think we saw it in this
I'm
couple
not
episodes.
sure.
Yeah.
He doesn't have HP. Oh no, he does. He has 6. Wow.
No.
I'm sure you meant to level the bird up when you level up.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I think forgot.
Oof.
Would can Chahong just fly into him, just like into his chest? Maybe he'll fall apart.
You can try, yes.
I'll use dexterity then. Wouldn't that be like how fast he flies?
I'm pretty sure you can fly far enough to do that. I mean, you go in 5 feet.
Yeah. I don't know what to roll. That's a problem. Somebody tell me.
Right. Do you have a character sheet for Chahong?
Yes.
Do you have any attacks listed off the profile given by?
He doesn't even have base attack, so
I don't remember how familiars and animal companions work. However, we can have a look at this, or if you want, you can use D4s.
we're
Surely,
just gonna use D4s.
surely.
Okay, so you can attack off dexterity because you were doing a speed attack rather than a power attack. However, you're still damaging with strength.
I would have thought he'd done more damage with that thing up his arse, like a battering
Wait.
ram.
So I'm gonna roll
you can-
dexterity.
You can roll a melee attack bonus or a ranged attack bonus. The ranged attack bonus is based off of dex, so maybe favorable.
Yeah.
You also apparently have weapon finesse. I'm not quite sure how that works. Okay, you got an 8. That's pretty shit. Not gonna lie.
Well, I didn't say Chahonk is
shit.
great.
His roll's
Chahonk
probably better than mine.
misses, so Chahonk is just kind of flapping past at this point.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Man,
Right.
a crossbow bolt whistles past you.
Oh, bro.
Penny, a crossbow bolt whistles past you.
Uh,
Cause rolling to hit is for chumps.
I'm scared.
Mr. Man.
I'm gonna deduce that shooting skeletons is bad because they're skeletons and arrows pass through them. Based
Yes.
on facts and logic, and common sense, all that. I'm going to
What is your backup? And
the
I'm wondering
master
how
falchion.
many notes Han has made. Or miscellaneous items that he is carrying. Oh dear. Oh, he has got quite a large amount of items. I didn't realize he had a masterwork cold iron great hammer. Damn. He's also carrying an anvil.
Yep. I'm not sure how he carries that around with him, but yeah.
It's only a little 15-pounder. It's
Okay.
comparatively light.
I'll charge this boy over here, I guess.
I'm trying to work out who wrote down some of the equipment things that you guys picked up early on, because I think the answer is no one. I may have
the
to go
orc
back.
stuff? Or the
No,
stuff
no, there
before
was
that?
stuff like very early episodes, and I don't know if anyone wrote them down.
Oh,
And
the
if
stuff
no one wrote
in-
them down, I will have to go back and find the profiles I made for them, because I did make files.
Because I've wrote down the stuff we found in the Skaven sewers and the stuff
This
we
was
found
in
now.
the episode 0.
Oh god, no.
So that's okay. Did I write it down in here by any chance?
Bro.
Shit. This is kind of relevant, so I'm
Oh,
just going to
okay.
quickly.
I was
try
about
and
to
find
ask,
it.
is this relevant right now? This loop.
It is. I thought Han would have it on his character sheet, and I could just be like, "Hey, Han is currently busy, but he's, you know,
Making
he
bombs
reminded
or
you that you are
something.
carrying this item. See, remember this item?
Remember Star Wars?
80.
Yes.
I didn't write it down anywhere, apparently. Excellent, right. So, now that that's out of the way,
Okay.
I've got the asset for it. I apparently just didn't write down the fucking stats anywhere.
Oofed.
I'm annoyed at myself now. Sorry about that, chap. Okay, so you have a sword, because I don't have the stats for it, and I don't want to contradict the stats I'd listed previously, because they were very specific. Never mind.
Yeah, right.
If Han was here, he would tell me that he probably doesn't remember what it is either.
Yeah.
So it's your go.
Yes, cool. I'll charge this boy with my Master Falchion.
Cool.
And attack him.
Yep, that is the one you
Cool
got off
and
the
epic style.
goblins.
And I'll try some magic bullshit later on, I think, in the next turn.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. It uses 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
It should just work off your base attack bonus.
Plus strength, plus charge, plus master craft.
Well, that's where you base. Well, there's a melee attack bonus, which includes most of those. You'll need to add the
I
extra
prefer to calculate
the-
it, to be honest. The macros are
Oh,
horrible
that's
on
fine.
this sheet.
I was going to say, there are, in theory, ways to shortcut this, but the character sheet is utter shit for that.
Yeah.
Imagine shortcuts that actually take less time. Am I right?
Yeah, they don't work on well in these sheets.
Anyway, my rambling aside.
Okay, so I rolled a 23.
Well, you hit. Yep,
Okay.
you've definitely hit.
Right. So let's see. Damage, strength, plus charge. I get bonus for charging and damage.
+1, yep.
And Mastercraft as well, so that's 2d4 plus 3.
Plus strength.
Yeah, that's including a strength of 1. So
Oh, okay. Oof. Oof.
that's alright, actually.
No, yeah, not bad. You put a substantial dent into the pauldron of the skeleton.
Okay, using what I learned from the dark side of the Force earlier on, will that require a full action later on? I'm guessing to try something.
Yes, it is a full action to do
Channel
any
the dark
kind
side.
of.
Yeah.
Yes, because it's specifically a channeling thing. It's not a like
Casting a thing.
zappy casty magic.
I'll try that later on. Anyway. Okay, that's my go, I
It's
think.
more of like, think of it as like picking up a beer keg instead of a pint glass. It takes a bit more effort.
Yep.
Mr. Rattlebones.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oof.
They're so quick.
Hang on. Hang on. Oh, yeah, there's 8.
They are fast. Surprisingly fast, which is the more concerning thing, as you're anticipating them to be slower. So the one attacking you, Stu. I missed the table.
Oof.
Let's try that again. Misses. The one attempting to swing at Chahonk also misses. Good times.
I'm scared.
Your
Good
dice
eye.
roll's so good, I hear.
Oh, I am the best at dice rolls. I get the bigliest numbers.
I was about to say, yeah. Big list. Look at my dice, I don't see how well I do.
Okay, I suppose I'm at it. Can I charge at the one with the axe
Yep, you'll get
next to
a
Chahunk?
minor flanking bonus that I will apply to your roll
Okay, what
because
do I
it
have
is
to
not
roll?
facing you. You basically take a step and attack. You can't charge because you're only taking a step. You can make a melee attack with your knife.
Okay.
I can apply the
wait,
modifiers for
wait.
now until we sort it out later.
I accidentally opened lots of things. Okay.
Understandable.
There.
I generally have 2 tabs open for this, one of just the screen and one with my character sheet because I'm lazy.
Okay. Melee attack.
Cool. Just check the numbers. You hit.
Yay.
This with the dagger.
Yep.
Cool. Make a damage roll.
Oh. Damage roll. Oh god. Let me open the thing
I
again.
believe it's a D4 plus your
Okay.
strength.
Here's a d4. My strength is 8. Or should I roll strength?
Nah, it's fine. I can go for it. Also, see you later, Leona. You kind of slash a sliver off one of the bones of its arm, but it seems unfazed by this.
Rude.
Hog. Because you don't have a first name. You have a title.
Wait, we talking about
Moisty.
me?
Yes.
Sorry, I had a message. I do apologise.
No
Oh
worries.
yeah, my pitiful roll. Okay, right. Well, I was asleep, but I guess I better do something. I'm going to charge into this guy, because he's right there.
Yep.
I'm going to thwack him.
Cool.
So, does the charge, is it melee and attack bonus?
Yep. Well, your melee attack button should do that anyway. So.
Pretty
A
pitiful.
12, however, is insufficient.
Oh, I know, my rolling is as bad as yours.
Yeah, you take a swing at where a normal person would have, flesh, but it doesn't.
Can he
'cause
sort
it's
of
Connect.
chonk.
Jahonk is gonna fly away. Oh, can he try and steal the crossbow from the one dude?
You can try.
Decide.
You need to make me
Is-
a grapple roll for my convenience.
Okay, let's see if I
It
can
should be a
find
button.
that.
By melee attack, I think.
Oh, okay.
That area of the character sheet, anyway.
Oh god, I have -6 in that. Oh,
Pretty good roll though,
Well.
Jesus.
The goose quickly realizes that it has webbed feet and a beak, and it's therefore not really that good at grappling things.
damn it.
You can still fly away, though.
Okay, then he's gonna move out of range. Is that possible that way?
You can do
Hope.
that.
Okay. So, oh wait, no, he's tiny. It's okay. It's okay.
So, the one next to Stu.
Oof.
That's the noise everyone wants to hear. He hits you for 8, Stu, as he
hell
just
yeah.
point blanks you with a crossbow.
Thunk.
The one facing you, Penny, misses.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Mr. Man.
Can I channel the dark side of the Force and, drain his energy or something and heal myself?
Okay. Can you start by making me a grapple roll?
Okay. Let's see how this one goes. Grapple. Where? No.
Ooh.
You try and lunge for them to kind of grab onto it, but it dodges out of your reach and leaves you open. You can make a attack move only at this point.
Okay, I'll hit him with a sword then, I guess.
Cool. Follow through with the other hand.
Alright. Fuck this magic stuff. Oof.
Yeah. Essentially.
Oh no, that should be 17 actually, because I didn't charge, so.
That's fine. You do not hit, though.
Oof.
Or if you do,
Pretty.
its armor turns aside the blow.
Ping.
Gotta say, the rolls to hit them to actually do some damage is quite high. And we're all getting
Yep.
absolutely butt fucked on these rolls.
Yep.
Even you are.
Fun.
Okay.
Oh no.
Shenanigans.
Where's the nuke when we need him?
You're the necromancer, do something. Control
Wait.
them.
Romance
Yeah.
the neck, Penny.
Oh no.
Oof.
We're not going to judge her kinks. She's 17 after all.
Can I actually?
Okay, so things are about to go kind of badly for you, not gonna lie.
Okay, I accept it.
Don't worry, I have so many contingency plans for this. It might just be a find out next time though if it's not the one I've got prepared. Would one of you like to choose dark or light?
Dark.
Dark, yeah. Edgy
Would
boys.
one of you like to choose dark and the other light?
Light.
Dark.
Cool. Good news. In your choosing of dark, you are about to have kind of a bad.
Oof.
Ah.
Let me just check Penny's AC. AC 14. Yeah. She'll be alright with that one. You have an AC of 18. Okay. So, the long-axed fellow over there. Where's the correct dice for this? Why can I only find the wrong type of that dice?
Lol.
There. You take a grievous 1 damage.
Oh no.
I'm
Dime.
spooked. Yes.
You have just seen Omegon's character take the grievous blow of 1 damage.
Oh no.
Oh, it's going to hit
Oh
point, yeah?
no.
Yep.
Hit him down to 16 then.
2 of the large skeletons with great axes are hassling you.
Question. Could I hold a great axe like that and could I swing it?
With some adjustments, yes.
Can I try and steal a great axe from a skeleton?
Yes.
You would not be able to use it in its current format, as they are sized for someone about 2 feet taller than you. It may be inconvenient.
Well, okay.
Let's see if I can find the stats for this to make sure I'm not talking out my ass. Oh, I've actually destatted this. Never mind. I won't put it up this combat. I'm not gonna be that mean.
Okay. Okay.
They have Dane
Another-
axes, which technically are great axes, which strike on a D12.
Another question.
Yes.
Can I use my newly found passion for necromancy to turn them against each other?
Not that you're aware of.
Can I try?
How would you like to try? You've not done necromancy before.
I
Should've done the
mean,
practical.
it's a win-win. I mean, either they'll destroy each other or I'm gonna get destroyed. Like, it's a win-win for me.
Oh yeah,
I agree
just
with
like
Joe.
New
There's
Year's.
disadvantage. I agree.
Hmm?
I'm reading the chat for the stream.
I mean, you can try, but it's the what would you like to try is my question.
Mm,
Because I try and turn them against each other. Ow. You're gonna say one of them looks fat and the other one said so?
well, I try the one that, like, is right in front of me, I suppose. I don't know how to do the weird bubble thingy. That dude, I want to try and, like,
Just hold down
persuade
left
him.
mouse.
That dude. To persuade him into not smacking
Okay.
me with his axe, but smacking
do
his
you
like
want to
fellow.
roll an
skeleton.
appropriate skill check?
Oh god. Skill check. Which skill should I do? How? Oh no.
Oof.
Would concentration work?
Yeah, that could work. So as long as you can justify why you're using it, I'll generally allow it.
I'm using concentration to like send over my wives that he should kill his brother. Does that work? No.
It does not.
Fuck.
Language.
Wait, does that
you're
mean
on
I
the
explode?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Oh right, I'm not transferring life things.
Nope. You're just thinking at it in a sort of annoying fashion.
Just like
That
adding
is,
someone
however,
unnecessary.
your turn's concentration is to try and do this.
Yep.
Killer
Bucky
of
asks,
Gurman.
is she camping with the concentration?
It does seem that Penny is indeed camping with the concentration. A concentration
no.
camper, if you will.
Oh my god, my rolls. What the fuck?
Bruh.
Come on.
Oh no.
I've got a beautiful
The bad
weapon.
jokes.
It's fine, because I missed the
karma.
attack of opportunity.
Oh, thank fuck for that.
Chahong.
Fuck's
Oh
sake.
god, Chahong. What can Chahong do?
We're gonna be stuck in a stalemate.
Shall I have a look at the druid familiar options?
Yeah, maybe.
Druids.
I think the
Because
animal.
I think we gave him. I think we gave him the stats for hawks instead of a goose, because there weren't any
I believe the
goose.
original plan was for it to be a hawk, and then I was like, here's an asset that's vaguely hawk-like, and you were like, I'll just use a goose.
Yes.
A animal companion, you can have a badger, camel, dire rat, dog, riding dog, eagle, hawk, horse, light or heavy, owl, pony, snake or wolf.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
going to
pretty
suggest this is probably owl in terms of its classification.
Oh. Well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we used the hawk for the stats.
Yeah, we used the hawk.
I don't know what the difference is. I will open the hawk.
He's a very athletic goose. Jesus, I
So
can't.
talons
speak.
are +5 melee, 1d4 -2, and an owl is 1d4 -3 because an owl is apparently tiny, as is a hawk.
The hawk is a bit beefier than an owl, though, apparently.
Yeah.
What is the difference between these? I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the stats while I'm on his AFK. Well, if you're in the stats for a hawk, so you get a talons. Actually, I can just fill in the character sheet while we're waiting, as I don't want him to miss out on the combat. That would be suboptimal. I gather you gain a... Scroll down again. Animal companion? Where's the piece of... There it is. At first level, Druid's companion is completely difficult of its kind, except as noted below. As Druid advances in power, the animal's power increases as shown on the table. If a Druid releases a companion from service, she may gain a new one by performing a ceremony requiring 24 uninterrupted hours of prayer. The ceremony can also replace an animal companion that has perished. A 4th level Druid of 4th level or higher may select alternate lists of animals. Select an animal companion from one of these alternate lists. The creature gains abilities. If the character is Druid level were lower than it actually is. I can't be fucked with that right now. Where's the chart then for animal companions? There we go. You're 3rd level, I believe, now?
Yep.
So you have 2 extra hit die, and it has a hawk has a hit die of D8. So you start out with 8 as standard. Actually, what's the stat modifiers? It does... Okay, abilities. So strength is 6. Dexterity is 17. Constitution is 10. Intelligence is 2. Wisdom is that. Okay, so that was all pretty much the same. So you have an 8 hit die. You then get 2 extra hit die if you want to roll 2d8.
Okay. Oh wow.
Oof. Gain
Amazing.
8 additional hit points. So Chahonk is not, Chahonk is, I believe, as tough as Stu now,
Hell yeah.
if slightly less focused. Is it a text message? Is that it's just an okay. That's fine. I can do it.
Okay.
Sorry for this interlude chat, but this is kind of relevant to what is occurring. Free size. Tiny. Speed. 10 feet. Or 60 feet. If flying.
If.
Yeah. So they have a +2 size, which is accounted for. +3 from Dex, which is accounted for. And 2 natural armor. So AC natural is +2 bonus. Which makes you a fairly durable bird.
Yay.
You have talons, which are a +5 melee attack. So weapons.
Would that mean that Chahonk got surgery to get his webs removed?
No. Have you ever seen a goose's foot up close? They might have webbed
No.
feet, but they have, like, toenails still, essentially. They have talons of a sort, just not very talony. So... that is a... it's a D4 damage, allegedly.
Right, I have returned. What have I missed?
Nothing much.
Okay.
It's a D4 -2, but the -2 is from the strength, to my knowledge, so that should be accounted for. Yeah, so you have talons. When it says talons, I think that's both of them, not 2 separate attacks. So...
Yeah.
I think that's everything that was needed. So sorry about the delay, chat, but it seemed an important thing to make sure the goose was the viable combatant. So,
And his gender
it
is dude. Hmm.
Madu Chahonk, it is go.
Okay, he's I suppose. Wait, could he fly over this thing?
Yeah.
Can he attack then this skelly dude that is like not looking at him?
Yeah,
behind?
It should be looking, I just have...
Shh. Wait, can't he fly over?
You could
Yeah.
actually.
Since
You will
he's
have
like
to fly, you will have to
skeleton.
end adjacent, you can sort of hover awkwardly. I don't know
Huh?
if there's stats for doing drive-bys.
Drive by.
Yes. Did the DM just adjust the stats for the goose's job description? Yes.
Kinda.
But it was
I had not
necessary.
actually checked the stats as were recorded because I'm lazy, and then I
Too
corrected them.
To be fair, I still need to work sort mine out because I don't really have much going on.
Yeah, we'll go through those afterwards.
Yeah, another day because I've got to be up early again tomorrow. So
Understandable.
do it over the weekend. That's the best chance really for me.
Yep.
I guess Chahonk's gonna just attack the dude.
Cool.
He's like just gonna be there and attack him, I I suppose.
So you should be able to use the macro. I think it's the middle button.
Huh?
I think it's the middle button on the macro. You have a +5 to hit? I'm not too sure. The statting on these is awkward because it's statted as if,
I don't know what macros are. Help.
you know the little dice icons all over the character sheets?
Yeah?
Those.
Which?
Okay, so...
There are too many.
The honk. Go to
Would it be
weapons.
melee? Oh.
I think it's
Melee.
the... You can click the right button. Weapon 1 damage roll. There's also weapon 1 full attack and weapon 1 attack. If you hover over it, it pops a little number out.
Mhm.
I think it's weapon 1 attack.
Oh shit. Sorry, my phone.
Flank. It is a flank, yes?
Yep.
I think. Okay.
Technically it's flank, as you are above.
Is it a power attack?
It is not a power attack.
Okay. Attack bonus? I don't think so.
Not in addition to what you've already got on the sheet, as far as I'm aware.
Okay. Power attack bonus? No. Additional damage bonus? I don't think so.
It's a good effort, but that was a roll of 6.
Good job, Chong. He's at least trying.
Still more than me.
Talking of doing Omega,
Might be
that
Jennifer.
crossbow bolt misses, and the one at Stu.
Ooh.
You're having a bad day here, Stu, as a crossbow bolt thuds into your chest and embeds itself almost 1/4 of an inch, doing 1 damage.
Oh, hell yeah.
Does anyone need healing? Because I think I'm a cleric, aren't I?
You are indeed a cleric.
And I have to heal some people at some point.
If you have your listings, your clerical abilities, then
Which one's that?
spells?
I'm waiting for spells to load.
You have not got any spells recorded.
No, we didn't set this up, did we?
Okay then. Let me find out what spells options you can use at
Thank
3rd
you.
level. You have 2 1st level spells and 1 2nd level spell, so you can use 2 healing powers today.
Oh, really? Awesome. When do I have to use them anytime I want, or?
You can use them anytime you like, however it is a full turn action and you must be in adjacent proximity as it's a touch ability.
So
You
I can
basically
definitely
lay on
touch-
hands.
I can definitely touch Stu
Oh
then.
no. Oh shit.
Yes.
Alright.
Mr. Man.
Ew.
I'll do what I did last turn and try and grapple him again to channel dark side energy or whatever.
Alright. Go for a grapple. I will
No!
oppose. Okay. So I opposed significantly higher than you did. You reach out. You manage to trap your fingers between its arm bones. At which point it twists
crunch.
just enough to trap you in place and bludgeons you with the crossbow.
Bruh.
However, its dexterity is off and it also misses. However, you are ostensibly trapped in melee.
Oof.
Ostensibly. The reason I say ostensibly is because that guy fucked up too. Now I'm sitting here going, well, fuck. Imagine, if you will, a DM whose dice respond and are not used as a means of, you know, just trying to, like, attempt to do things. It is now the attacking people phase. Penny!
Oh
Oof.
no.
Less oof. No oof. Omegon. Penny is the only one that is hit.
Oh,
Lol.
rude.
You take 4 damage as one of the Dane axes smacks
Great.
into you.
I accept this. This is fine.
Hello, Nellus.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's it. He's in the chat. Yeah.
It is your go. Dime loose change.
Thanks.
We are 30 fatalities away from the big 5,000. Thanks. Thanks, notifications. I really wanted to know that.
I'm gonna try and attack.
Understandable.
Oh wait, could I push him over?
Jesus.
So he
So I've
falls into
just-
the
I've-
other skeleton.
You can try and tackle it. Yeah, that'll be a grapple. Also,
God.
I just saw the artwork that Cross did for Chonk the Necromancer, and that is very cool. Also, are you
So I
drawing
want
a
to
plague,
push-
Dr. Penny?
Yes. And I push the one skeleton into the other skeleton, hoping they will entangle each other in their bones, with their bones.
Bony entanglement.
Okay. I will
I
roll
like that.
to resist. And I
Don't.
fail.
Yes. Well done, Penny.
This one falls back into the one behind it, at which point they are
Please say
somewhat
they're
entangled
Oh, good
because
stuff.
of, you know... However, that does
bones.
leave one of them still active.
Bony.
Oh god.
Killer of
Okay.
Gurman.
Killer of yes, that's right. Well, there's one right in front of me, and I'm doing so well on my dice roll. I'm just going to do it again.
Dun, da, dun, da, 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 da. Chahonk.
Oh god, Chahonk.
Oh, my dice roll bad.
Oh god. What should Chahonk do? Can just Chahonk startle the dude? Just honk
You
at
can
him
try,
furiously.
however, skeletons.
Oh shit.
It may not progress as you wish.
Okay. Well. Wait. So where are the two skeletons entangled exactly?
In a kind of awkward mess
like,
in
here?
those two squares, yeah.
Could
I mean, I
Chahonk fly
I
over
could
and
do
push
that,
those
but
two
that
and
just looks weird.
Would it be clever? Would it be clever to try and push them over, get entangled up, and then just leave the entire place? Would that be a good idea? Go into the door behind us, perhaps?
I want to try like Chahong to try and push like these two towards that dude. That
Right.
works?
That might be a bit much for your bird to achieve. You know, bird is technically tiny,
Alright.
opposed to
Fuck.
medium. It would be a large negative to the result, is what I'm saying.
Okay. I suppose Chahong is just gonna move away from the dude with the crossbow so he doesn't get hit. And
Okay.
that's it. Can he hide? Or can he duck? I don't know.
I mean, it can land and stand behind the sarcophagus.
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay. I will indicate that it is hiding. Skelly bows. Miss. Miss. Oh, no, that's not a 13. That's a big enough 13. So, Stu,
Ooh.
how's this frontline fighter going for you?
Hell yeah.
Because this time the arrow goes a bit deeper and does you 2 damage.
Oh, bruh.
You kind of get the impression that although it's painful and inconvenient, that this skeleton's not exactly high functioning, as it is just standing there and point blanking you with a crossbow.
Oof.
It is now your go.
Right. Can I dislodge my hand from the skeleton?
You should be able to, yes. I
Okay.
will assume that you have, based on the fact that it already shot you, which
Okay.
implies it should be unentangled.
I'll try and grapple it again for the dark
Seems a
side.
bit much. Okay.
Oh, there we go. That's more like it.
You successfully grab hold of it. Could you now roll me a concentration check?
Okay, let's see how this one
It is a
goes.
concentration check if it is done in melee,
Alright.
for the purposes of my own convenience. So you need to resist the powers that are outside. This will also potentially not be a very easy check for you. Could you roll me a d8?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You are going to have to give me just a minute while I work out something.
Bless you.
Okay. Remind me I've done that if you remember.
Okay.
You have regained 8 hit points.
Hell yeah.
Excuse me. If you had already
There we go.
accounted for
Boom.
the big dudes with axes, the two that are tangled. One of them gets up, however, they tears the other one in half in the process.
Oh, good.
Which is
Distressing.
at the very least inconvenient for it. I'm trying to look for an appropriate icon. I'm going to go with this one. One of them takes a swing at you, Penny, and misses. One takes a swing at Omegon and misses. One takes a swing at Omegon and misses.
Lol.
One takes a swing at Stu and misses.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey!
Oh
guys
no,
are good.
cross.
Your roll, hey, your rolls are as good as mine. Should we hug it out now?
Oh god, I'm it. Can I just push him back, especially since he's ripped apart already?
Sense your
I just feel like I'm bullying him, but
It's
Kinda
kind of at
deserves
floor
it.
level.
A very small
It is
person
still
with curiosity.
armed and, you know, rather
can I kick it then?
volatile. You can try. It'll be an
Dark
unarmed
Souls
attack.
Penny,
You could
use
much more
curb
easily
stomp.
just shank it.
Wait,
Sense
what?
your bone.
What do I
I mean,
use?
You can do an unarmed attack, which is a basic to hit roll with a d4 damage. Or you could, you know, stab it.
Well, stabbing it kind of doesn't work. It doesn't have flash, which I can stab.
Well, you know, you could slash it maybe.
Then I suppose I'll slash it. That's then a melee attack, right?
Yep. Conversely, just brute force bludgeon it to
Oh,
death.
hell yeah.
Oof. Alright, you've hit. Could you roll me a d4 for damage? Because it is still just a dagger.
Oh no. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, I didn't hear anyone. I was
Bro.
like, is this still
was quiet
on?
for a second.
Hello.
Oh, okay. Omegon.
I'm confused.
As my weapon is proving quite ineffective, can I grapple one of those dickheads in front of me?
You may try, yes. However, you do have a very effective weapon if you hit.
Okay, you know what then? I'll try and hit again. Let's see how bad my dice roll is this time. Hey! It's still rubbish though. Go on, Chahonk.
Oh no.
As you are flanking this one, technically, Well, in realistic terms, you're not, but because there's another one behind it, it doesn't have as free a movement. So you've hit. That was the
What?
main point I was getting to, is the you've hit.
How? What do I need to do now?
Roll for damage.
Which one's that?
You have a mace, do you need it?
Yes, I don't know what I'm clicking.
So on the mace
Let's
attack
see.
weapon profile thing, on the weapons bit, there should be the button on
mace.
the right hand side, which is damage roll. And assuming we set it all up correctly,
Oh,
It
damage roll, this
should.
one. Power attack bonus.
nope,
Additional attack bonus.
nope. 7.
Horcruxes.
You smash into one of the skeletons, dislodging many of its relevantly important bones, for a substantial amount of damage.
Yay.
Chahonk. Stealth bird. Live and let honk.
Apparently, a friend of my best friend now has corona. Hey!
Dun
Oh,
dun dun
so
dun
fun.
dun 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 dun.
What is the circus theme?
I think the da 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 da. Yay!
Woohoo!
Remember, Penny, just wash your hands. That's how you can stop it. Because washing your hands is apparently 16% effective, as opposed to a mask if you wear it all the time when you're outside, which is 60 to 80% effective. But don't take my word for it.
Huh, apparently all the schools in Bavaria will be closed. Starting Monday. Okay.
So, what you're saying is long weekend and shitloads of homework.
I still have a fucking exam tomorrow. Like, why can't they start it tomorrow?
Yay! You
don't
probably
like
shouldn't be
math.
playing this then, Penny. Or we
That's
should try and
fine.
wrap it up soon. We're only just about the 2-hour mark, so I think we'll have this done in time.
Okay.
So, Chahonk.
Oh shit. Chahong. He's just
Yes.
gonna stay there and chill.
Cool.
That lazy prick.
He's claiming welfare.
Uh,
God damn.
I like
Fucking
that
awesome, mate.
I make an encounter with really high statted monsters and I still can't hit off. I couldn't hit a barn if I was inside the barn. Great. Mr. Man.
I'll hit this boy with my falchion now that I've taken his life.
Cool.
Energy. Let's see. Okay.
You hit, Stu. I'm going to say that now. You've hit
Alright.
with a 23.
Okay. 2d4 plus. Let's see. Strength. Mastercrafted. Yeah, that's it.
Yep. Tunk. The coral. Not the coral. It's them, the corals. Your falchion cleaves through most of its torso, and it's sort of. You've basically shattered a bunch of its ribs and broken its collarbone.
Yay.
It's a bit wavery, but it's still there.
Okay.
Additionally, one of them is trying to hit you in the back with a Dane axe. What's your AC?
Let's double check. It is 16 apparently.
You are fortunate. Less fortunate. One of them hits you
Okay.
for 2 damage. The other one attacks Omegon and misses. One attacks Penny and misses.
Lol.
Another one attacks Penny and misses by the exact same margin. And the one that is on the floor also misses. Imagine my shock.
By whoever that was, I think Ash.
I'd imagine, yeah. Sadly, her NPC was not required.
Ah.
What would
I've
she
got it.
have been?
Find out maybe next time, because
Okay.
the NPC you have not met because you didn't need to. Yeah.
Bruh.
I'll just slash it again, to be honest.
Cool.
I mean,
The ground boy. As you were
Yep.
nearer. Understandable.
Amelia. Good job, myself.
Your dice rolls as good as mine.
I don't want to stoop that low, though.
I did damage last time. Get good, scrub.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say, even though it's mostly a shattered skeleton, a 5 is not enough.
Damn.
Nullus in the chat. The real skeletons, the friends we made along the way.
Okay.
Oh no!
That's a point. We could have used Penny's new skill to resurrect Coat Rack. Just not bring him into the game. Wait, don't us a go?
Oh, yeah.
I saw that.
I clicked twice by mistake. It is your
Cool.
go.
I'm just going to balls out one of my dice roll then. Give me a second. Hang on. Let me just screw it up. Which one is it again? This one.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh, you hit. Would you like to roll for damage?
Is that the weapon thing?
Mhm.
Okay.
In theory, they're all on that same thing. The leftmost button is
6.
for your to hit. The
Cool.
rightmost
Nice one to
button.
know. I want to be sure of it, but it's 6 damage. There you go.
Yee. You smash some more of this skeleton up. You've basically broken a load of its bones. Imagine that. Breaking a skeleton's bones.
Oof.
Wait.
What? There's 14 people watching. I'm not complaining, don't get me wrong. I'm just surprised.
I shared it literally.
I hope you're all having a lovely evening. Probably better than
Enjoying
Chahonkas.
this shit show.
It's not your fault, Penny. It's Chahonk's fault. He's run away.
Can Chahonk fly over to Omegon's character and just sit on his head?
With that giant pole up his ass, he probably could kill me.
Yeah.
Yes, however, it may inflict a dexterity modifier on Omegon of a not positive variety.
Oh, I don't mind.
Oof.
No one does.
I mean, his rolls are already shitty. Maybe they'll improve it.
Better than yours.
So would I have to
Soon,
roll anything for that? Or wait, no, Chahonk is just gonna fly next to him? Is that possible over there?
Yeah,
Yeah, can he still attack or is that all?
you can
for
still
now?
attack.
Then
Which one
I'm
would
gonna
you
try
like?
and that boy.
Honk, honk.
Caw, honk, honk.
I,
Yes.
I guess I'm gonna use the talons weapon 1 attack.
I'm so
Yep.
glad that his honk isn't like a noise marine.
It's not a flank, I suppose.
No.
And I think the rest is also a no, so I'm just gonna...
Yeah, essentially it's all no, which is why once you're more familiar with it, it's easier just to roll the dice.
Wait, what did
Why
he?
did
Wait.
Did I just roll minus?
Oh.
Wait, so does
Oh.
Chahonk get damage now?
No, it's just you do know
No,
viable
no.
damage.
He cut himself down the street, not across the road.
Oh no,
Stu.
he's edgy.
Okay.
This guy has many quarrels with you. 6 points of damage this time.
Okay.
Ooh.
The other one shoots at Penny and does 3 points of damage.
Ooh.
Alright. I'll slash this one with a falchion.
Skog, Nellis has a comment in the chat for you.
I saw.
Okay, cool.
Nallis, no! I'm studying on this side!
Prove it.
Give me a bit of study, you know what I'm saying?
You can send screenshots of what I'm like having to do, I suppose.
I'm sure
I'm
we'll
just gonna
survive.
post it in Skog server.
You're attacking the top one, yes, Stu?
Yep.
Its armor once again turns the blow.
Oh no. Okay. I don't think I can do much else. I can't drain him
Not
again, I
really.
guess.
Not at the same turn you attack.
Yep.
Polax gang. Don't worry, this won't hurt for long.
Make it quick.
Stew, fine. Omegon is fine. Omegon is fine. Penny is fine. Penny is fine. Fuck this dice.
Oh no.
I didn't roll above a 5.
Bruh.
These
Maybe
guys are
choose a different
fucking
dice?
monsters. It's fine. It's okay.
It's Penny's go.
It's my turn. Can I just slash him again? Because I'm out of ideas on what to do.
Yeah,
So I'm just...
tank a bitch.
Oh, wait. Could I kick him? I think kicking would do more damage because I could maybe break some bones.
Maybe, but your dagger seemed fairly effective last time. Just gonna nudge that one then.
Okay, suppose.
Yeah, it's like the, enchanted weapon or something you've got might be quite good.
I suppose.
It's a shame you can't hit very well.
Yeah.
As, despite it being crippled, it is still armored.
Wait,
Oh my
could I
God.
just... I have an idea. No, when it's my turn again. And I'll see.
Right then. Let's go over here and... There we go, back to normal.
None of us can hit. This is gonna be a really long combat if this persists.
Yeah.
It's been like this for a while, to be fair.
This is fine.
I was doing quite good early on, and now I've just completely lost it. So, chahonk.
Oh,
Sweet.
Chahonk. Chahonk's gonna try and attack.
Yay.
With its talons, the one that's like right in front of him. Can I do a full attack? What would that mean?
I'm not too sure. I'm gonna say no because I don't use full attacks. Just as a general thing, because I don't remember what they do.
Oh, okay.
It's not discriminatory if it's against everybody.
At least it's not -1 damage.
Bring back the -1.
That's... Yeah. Okay. That's an unfortunate dice roll. Crossbow skeleton. They're gonna run out of quarrels soon, not gonna lie.
I like I've got 3 embedded in me at this point. Just sitting.
You're like a very, very specific dartboard.
Yeah, it's like the Skyrim fucking arrows stuck in.
Simon Man.
I'll try and grapple him and drain his life force again.
Okay.
It's such a
I'll
weird
roll to
flex.
oppose.
Casual.
He dodges out of your way.
Oh shit, okay.
It's not a significant enough majority that he, like, counterattacks or some bullshit, but... Reinforcements nearly hit. Mr. Man! Omegon! Shahonk! No!
Oh,
Penny! I rolled 3 fucking ones in a row. Jesus
I
Christ.
think your dice are way
So
too
the only one
low.
that hit is against Chahonk, which takes 2 damage. I'm just going to add that dice to the pile of dice that have sinned.
That have betrayed.
Yeah. I'm sorry, rolling 3 ones in a row is ridiculously unlikely. So, like, what? 1 in 8,000?
I could do the math for that, but I'm not.
I'm pretty sure it's 1 in 8,000. It's 20, 400, I think. If not, then wow, I just suck at maths. It's your go, Penny.
Yay! I'm gonna slash him. I'm gonna try and chip him, I guess, or whatever they say.
Cool. You managed to find a weak spot in its armor and kind of just sink the knife in. Would you roll to like? Would you like to roll for damage?
Wait a second.
Bro.
She being attacked by musical cows, because that's kind of what it sounded like for that half second I heard.
That was my mom, but okay.
That's
What
what I
was the
I heard
question?
sort of. Would you
Huh?
roll for damage? I believe it is a D4.
D4, D4.
Come on, do roll 1.
No! Bro.
I'm gonna open a cold one to that.
There you go.
Oh, cool.
Crack and open a cold one with the cold ones.
How could
Oh my
this
God.
The Skull
happen to
Boys.
me?
Oh, 1 second, I've got to let the dogs out of my room, okay? Just give me 1 minute, I do
No.
apologise.
Da, 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 da. If the chat have any questions about the current coronavirus, feel free to ask, because apparently that's all I'm capable of talking about at the moment. Because it's
Aw.
fucking everywhere!
Yeah, it is.
In multiple
Has
senses.
it reached Greenland yet, though? And Madagascar?
No.
I think. Wait, isn't it already in Greenland?
I don't think it's in Greece. I know it's in Iceland.
Isn't it only just Greenland that doesn't get it? And
Greenland and Madagascar.
Hmm.
yeah.
Because they're the places of Plague and Corp that are really hard to take down.
And flagging.
I'm back, by the way.
Excellent. It is your go.
Yeah, no.
Ye
I rolled
of the
14.
2 initiative. Oh, you roll a 14.
Yep.
That is enough in this circumstance.
Ooh. Right, weapon, yeah? Damage, yeah?
Yep. Punk.
Hey! See ya.
You turn the first one into an untidy pile of chunks.
Still want to get your goose to sit on me, huh?
Wait. What is happening? Why are there more skeletons?
Can't Penny resurrect that one and have him fight for us?
I could use Omegon's life force and put it into the skeleton.
That could work. That could work. I can go to bed.
Should we
Don't
try?
worry.
Okay,
I
we're
might
not
start
gonna try
fudging
that.
some rolls at some point.
Chahong, I guess use your talents and don't do minus damage.
It's 7. Yay.
What does it mean?
I don't remember Morag being this bad at hitting things. Morag was great.
You talking about the Dark Elf?
No, that's Morag, and I don't know. But Morag was my dwarf's familiar back when I was in first year at uni. and the fucking sorcerer in our pie set the bastarding thing on fire. I was not happy. What? Oh no, that better not be urgent. Monday. That's fine. I'll look at that text later. I saw a thing between 10 and 11 and went, tonight? It's my go, sorry. Right, shooting Mr. Man, ineffectively. Shooting Penny, oh dear. Penny, you take 5 damage.
Oof.
Oh no. Who would have
I
ever seen
think at that point
coming?
I am out of crossbow bolts because
Lol.
I haven't actually counted the exact amount, but it's too many. Mr. Man.
Alright. I'll swing my falchion at this boy up ahead.
Tips falchion.
Falchion. Wow. Wow.
Machete. You miss.
Really?
Gonna put that out there.
Hmm.
Stepping onto the pile of bodies.
Oof.
Stepping around the pillar, because, you know, when in hacking people apart with axes range, don't spoil the habit. One of them hits you, Penny. Oh, the ones that are hitting you, and it does 3 damage. The one attacking Omegon misses. The one attacking Chahonk hits. Ooh, 8 damage.
Bye, Chunk. You got like 1 hit point left, I think.
Penny! It's a good thing there's a cleric standing right next to it.
You got a point. What's it worth to you, Penny?
I mean, if he doesn't heal him, I'm just gonna use his life force. I'll try. Anyways, I'm gonna do a melee attack.
Cool.
A what attack?
Crawley with no legs.
Yep,
Melee?
You
The
have hit. You have hit well, but not critically, sadly.
Not bad. It's a good roll.
It's a 17, yeah.
Yeah.
Now roll a d4 for damage.
oh, d4.
You notice that the skeleton is actively deteriorating with each blow you have struck it to it. Not just like
Yay.
breaking, it's as if the bones themselves are turning to dust.
I have a question.
That's fun.
So we have additional skeletons in the room. The
Yep.
other guys naffed off through those doors, yeah?
Yep.
Why are we still fighting them? Why don't we try and open the damn door and go in there?
I mean, that's a good question for you guys. I would personally imagine it's the 6 big skeletons with poleaxes that were kicking the shit out of you that were the main factor.
They're not kicking shit out of me. I think it's supposed to be Chuck that's taking damage. Alright. Thought I'd ask. There we go.
And now for damage.
I'm waiting for the thing to load because it's taking forever. And I've
Understandable.
got the box. There we
This is
go.
why I have multiple tabs open when I can.
It wouldn't switch to the weapons tab. That's a problem.
It does that sometimes.
Yeah.
You do a pretty substantial amount of damage, again, smashing many of its bones into more amounts of bone. Although it's still being held together by the strange kind of life force that glows around its joints.
Oh. Are we 2 down soon
And
enough?
yes, we are still going. Chahonk!
Chonky monkey.
Hello there.
I'm not here. Just act like I'm not here.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
bye.
I'm
Chahonk-
here. I'm just listening.
Oh,
Chahonk's gonna move away so he doesn't die. Yeah, that's it.
yep, that's fine.
We're just gonna knock on the door.
That skeleton fails to hit you. That one fails to hit
Surprising.
you. Excellent. Oh no, sorry. What's your AC, Penny?
My AC. Let me
is
see.
14. Wow.
Is it
Oh, it's because you got
high?
negative dex, isn't it?
Maybe.
That's a shame. You take 3 damage as it stabs you.
Okay.
Alright.
Mr. Man.
I'll slash this boy with the falchion. Same one. Oh!
You hit it. Rather heavily.
Okay.
You do a fairly substantial pile of damage as well. You have almost broken its spine, although it seems to be again held together by the weird kind of energy that surrounds it. It's kind of distressing, in all honesty.
Ooh.
Can we use anything to like get the energy away out of the room, especially since there was just a big mass moving towards us?
Not that you're aware. Well, I think that's the most successful attack round I've had so far. You take 13 damage, Abigail.
How much?
13.
Well, that's
Who?
bad. Because I've only got a few hit points left.
Penny, bad news for you as well.
Okay.
You take 12 damage.
Ah, casual. So this is where it ends. I see.
But
Dime
say,
and loose change, it is your go.
I'll just wait. The dude with the crossbow. I'm just gonna hit that dude now, cause he's just awfully close.
Cool. Also, excuse me.
Or could I push him into one of the these
I
things?
can strongly advise stabbing.
Okay, I'll stab, I guess. If I hit.
Although you don't seem to strike a telling blow, there is damage. Turn. You roll me a d4.
Yeah.
Just a d4, though.
I feel like you're just flipping a coin at this point.
The kind of a layer of rust appears on all of the chainmail around where you stabbed it. It's rather unnerving.
Is it legend of silver and a blade or something?
Killer of Germans.
I'm still tempted to go over there and knock on the door, to be honest. But never mind. I've only got 3 hit points left. I need to heal myself.
Okay.
How does one do that?
As a cleric, with difficulty. However, you can, in theory, just do a concentration check.
Is it this?
That is a skill, yes.
That's Constitution. Sorry, wrong one.
Concentration is a skill. I say it's because you're in melee. You have to concentrate.
Concentration.
It's a bit like It's a bit like writing a text message while in a conversation. You are fine. Could you roll me a d8?
8. Yes, I can.
And then add your wisdom modifier.
Oh shit.
So it's 8
Wisdom
plus your wisdom.
Yeah, just going to wait for the stats to show me. Wisdom
Alright.
modifies 3, so 11.
Cool. So you get 11 hit points back.
Oh, that's good, because... Yeah. Alright, well, 14 at least.
Chahonk.
Yes.
Bye, Nullus.
Have fun, Nullis. Don't get
He
coronavirus.
shall move over here into.
Knock on the...
Okay.
Yeah, there.
Cool.
And he's just gonna stay there. 'Cause I think he's
Stabby
close to
time.
death. Oh no.
Both of them miss. Fucking damn it.
Okay.
Let's do. As this train wreck continues to slide on mile after mile.
I'll
Yeah, it's been going for a while.
I'll try and heal a bit, I guess. I'll try and grapple him again. See how long this will go for. Oof.
Opposed grapple. It is opposed. He dodges
Okay.
out of the way. Choppy axe time, gang. Fucking damn it. And God fucking damn it. Okay.
Seeing
Penny, you
passive.
take a grievous 8 damage. Sorry, I thought that was on 2 before it ticked over to the 8. I was gonna be like, 2 damage. That'll show. But it was more than 2.
How much more can you take, Penny?
Okay.
About 350. Damn, loose change. It's your go.
I'm gonna stab the crossbow dude again.
Understandable.
Just because I can, I hope.
Right in the guts. You hit.
Yay.
Roll a d4.
Ah.
At least you don't have a negative to it.
Hmm.
The armor continues to crumble around the area you have stabbed.
Yay.
Your blade feels warm in your hand. Killer of Germans.
Rolled for attack.
Yep.
Damage.
You have hit. Roll the damage.
Okay. Oh.
You do a hit, basically.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Slow and steady, the race might eventually be over. Chonk.
Chunk is... Wait. How much, like, HP does he even have?
1.
So he's just... yeah, he's gonna stay there, I think.
I'm
Yeah.
just adjusting the skeletons. They're all facing in weird directions. Also, please remember that I'm not a complete bastard, just most of one. So,
Noted.
do not be too concerned. Will Chahonk be resting?
Yep.
Cool. Crossbow gang. Continue to not be able to hit Barnes. They can hit Penny.
Hello,
You take
Bantabus.
3 damage.
Yay.
Hope you're well, Bantabus.
The remaining skeletons.
Did you just kill Penny?
I don't think so.
You said she can only take about a 350 left. She's already done 12, 8, and 3. How much hit points does she have?
I don't know.
So let's consult the chart. Penny has 10 hit points, allegedly.
Allegedly.
She'll be
Still left.
fine. Simon the man.
Yeah, I'll melee this guy, I guess.
Cool.
No.
Oof.
Oof. We need grug, don't we?
Yeah, Grug is very much a game changer. Talking of game changers, see those 2 Danaxes?
Mm-hmm.
Take 10 damage from them.
Me?
Yep.
Oh, right, I'm back down to 4. Nice.
Penny, you are hit 1 time. You take 9 damage.
No. Can we knock on the
Woo,
bloody
1
door?
hit point left. Can I like make a death strike and like hit multiple skeletons at once? Like just be a
Not
tornado
with
and kill
enough.
myself with that? Oh.
Don't worry. It's all going to get better very soon. Because I'll probably start rolling worse again.
I'm gonna...
It was your go, sorry.
Yeah, you just...
I did the thing again.
How much like life or energy does the one on the ground have left?
They both look pretty fucked up. The 2 you've
Can I
attacked.
just stab them both, like slash both of them in like one go?
You can try. The second one will be at a penalty.
What does that mean?
So you roll 1 attack, then the second attack, and the second one I'll just have a negative to it. So you'll need to roll higher to hit, basically. Okay, yeah, that'll do. Could you roll a
Yay.
d20, Penny?
Oh god.
One. Lol.
Why does
Could
this
you roll me
happen?
2d4? The first one, as you strike, it turns to dust and the armor clatters noisily to the floor. The
Okay.
second one just kind of melts
Gurgles.
away again, leaving just a kind of pool of bits of armor and scraps of like clothing and what have you.
Jesus Christ.
Get rid of
Says they'll
guns.
get better, but honestly, at this point, look at us. I'm about to die. Penny's about to die. Chonk's about to die. We're not going to
You
survive.
did it,
this.
Penny. Good job.
We
So-
did it. We did it. We did it. Yeah.
We're clearly outmatched here. Should we not be finding an exit or a way out? Instead of engaging, because it seems a bit obvious at this point. 3 out of 4 of us are going to die in the next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a really experienced healer / necromancer nearby. There
but
may
they've
be
not-
some
they've
solution.
already- There was a solution, but they haven't done it yet because they keep trying to stab.
Well, somebody else could have also went to the door.
Oh, do you want me to go knock on it now then? I mean, I did suggest it about 4 turns ago. Can I go knock on the door, please, and get the guy to come out and help us?
You can try, yes.
Can I just move over there then and do something? I don't know.
Oh, I hope you
The
won't be
attacks
angry at us.
opportunity against you are unsuccessful.
Sorry. Please say that again, because I don't know what you're
Okay, so by disengaging from a combat,
Yep.
you put yourself at a disadvantage so they can try and take advantage of you basically sort of
Right.
fleeing.
Well, someone
But
has
it's
to
fine.
actually try
They
it,
don't
so...
they don't hit you and you can trundle over
Oh,
here
right.
and well,
And how do I do that? Do I just go...
yep. There
Okay.
is a sort of empty booming sound. It sounds not very encouraging, really.
It sounds
Chomp.
like the door could be open, though.
But there was a lock that clicked when he closed the door. And
It
he
doesn't mean it
left.
can't be opened.
We would need hand for this.
It'll be fine. Chomp.
Jahonk flies over and screams at door
Understandable.
Yes.
and like pecks it.
Shanky stabby time is not
Oh,
going to
no.
happen today.
Thank the Lord.
Let's do.
I'll try and disengage from combat to get over here to the door.
Okay. Will you also be banging on the door?
I'll try a skill test. Let me have a look.
Yeah.
See what can I do. I have lockpick. I have open lock. I'll roll that.
Oh, okay.
I do not have thieves' tools. Nope.
Damn.
From what you can tell of the locking mechanism, it is beyond your pick's powers.
Oof. Okay.
Fortunate.
Skeleton gang. Skeleton gang.
Oh no.
They
Why are
can't
you
move
so
very
fast?
Well, here's what we could
Moving
do.
like-
We could loop round like this. Just run
we
out
have
the
to
other.
split up, I think.
Yeah. Or that.
Because I think Skog's going to be a dick and he's going to move straight in our way.
Oh no.
So, you're kind of surrounded, Penny, which gives them an advantage. But don't worry. Not much of an advantage. Especially with my fucking dice rolls, Jesus Christ.
I'm so scared.
It is your go, Penny.
Uh-huh.
Your knife is glowing blue in your hand at this point.
See orcs?
Huh? Is there anything I can use with my blue, or like any special ability? My blue glowing knife.
I'm blue, dabba dee da.
Yeah.
It seems to be quite effective at killing things.
Some slashing.
Mm-hmm.
Can I again try to hit multiple targets?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna.
The disadvantage for each consecutive additional hit.
Yeah.
So, roll really well, or you're proving very successful. Also, for the benefit of everyone in the chat, 3.5 works really well in tabletop, but the character sheets on Roll20 for them are fucking bullshit, right? I could fit an entire 3.5 character sheet on an A5 piece of paper. All of it. Everything, nice and tidy, just works.
It just works.
These ones, pages and pages of nonsense. Completely unnecessary.
Help.
You've hit with the first attack.
Only with the first?
Yeah, it's -5 and then -10 consecutive blows.
Okay.
The first hit is very telling. If you roll a d4 for damage or an attack for damage, depending on, I forget which one it is. Cool. You do a huge slash, and the left arm of the skeleton just disintegrates at your blow.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna die.
Killer of Germans.
Right. Well, this is not good, is it?
Yeah, we could try
Oh,
run
okay.
for these. Oh, it's dark. Oh, okay.
You said the door has been locked, yeah? Is it magically sealed or not?
It seems, from what you could tell, to have a heavy bar across the back of it.
So I'm guessing thwacking is out of the question. I don't know what to suggest.
Wait. Could I throw my dagger towards Megan? He tries to pick the lock with my dagger. Could that work?
It's not really how these kind of doors work.
There are two massive hammers there. I wonder if they play a part in this.
They're bolted on.
Oh, they're bolted on, okay.
They're, well, it's stone carvings that are painted.
Yeah, no, I get you. I don't know what to say. I mean, it was stood on an altar. Is there anything significant about this of interest?
Not particularly. The book is still on the altar, though.
Is
Why
it?
did he leave the book?
Probably to get some necromancer to read from it. Only you, someone that could do that.
I wonder who. I think Chahunk was the necromancer, right?
I think we can all do it now, apparently, because we learned the basics of the dark side.
Oh, I was
or
asleep on the
whatever.
other side. I didn't do shit.
Oh no, he
Alright.
was sleeping.
Okay, I'll try and
Stu,
do a
you
ritual
got-
then. Okay.
Okay, well then, what I'll do is then I'll waste my turn by hitting the door really hard.
Yep.
You hit the door.
Thank you.
You can roll to
Best
damage
roll.
it if you want to.
Damage, yeah? Alright, cool. I'll do some damage. I'll do some damage. Yay.
You take a fairly long splinter out of the door.
Woo!
Hell yeah!
Now someone read that fucking book.
Okay. I'll have a look
You
at
are,
it.
however, surrounded by almost impenetrable darkness in the process.
Oh, no.
Why is the darkness not around me?
Chahonk?
Can Chahonk take the book and bring it to me?
Not really. The book is probably about as heavy as Chahonk.
Oh, okay. Can Chahonk read out of the book?
Not without your concentration to aid this.
So if
It's not
Chihong
that
tried
advanced
it
a
and I
familiar.
could roll concentration for it now, would that work?
Yes, have you would be at an extreme disadvantage as you are surrounded.
Okay. I
It's only a
suppose
minus
Chihong's
35.
gonna. I'm gonna attack that dude with Chihong, I suppose. Or at least
Alright.
distract him?
You can try this.
What should I use for distract?
You should make an attack. It'll draw the aggro if nothing else.
Mm,
Yay.
Weapons. Please, Chihong. Do something good for once.
Lol.
It does draw the attention. However, as you can see it, Chihonk is once more lost in the magical darkness that is slowly engulfing the room.
Right.
You can hear a clattering of bones in the darkness. Mr. Man.
Can I see the book?
The book is on the altar, although it is only just visible to you now.
I'll grab it if I can.
Alright. It seems much heavier than you anticipate. You feel slow.
Do I have time to read anything from it or light?
No. However, you can pick it up.
I'll just hold on to it then, I guess. Just keep
Okay.
it close.
Penny,
Mm-hmm.
as you hear the sound of a large leathern tome being picked up, and the darkness settles in around you, you feel just your armor being repeatedly struck by many kind of blades and blunt objects.
I'm just
And with
gonna move back
very
towards the
pained
leather
kind of
sound.
Owing.
Oh wait,
There's a
am I
slight
dead?
crack of light from the doors, and a creak. And we're going to pick this up next time. I hope you've all enjoyed this.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
This took a lot longer because I can't roll for shit.
Oh, we were supposed to be dead sooner. Good to know.
That was supposed to monster you guys, even with Han.
Well,
You've got 6 guys with poleaxes. They can do D10 damage a hit.
well,
You guys should have stood up for maybe 3 rounds.
on that bombshell, we bid
Oopsies.
you all. On that bombshell, we bid you all good night. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Have a
Have
good
a
one.
nice day.